A good leader. What would a good leader do? What would they be like? Would they smile all the time? Or be hard to read like a poker player? Would they say what they mean? Or mean what they say? Or would they be downright mean? Or a subtle master of the meaningless? What is a leader's function? Who decides the behavior and expectations of our leaders? It is written that to lead, you must follow. I.e., in other words, you must be aware of the least of your charge, your duty, and your flock. For, as a leader, you are charged with a duty to ensure the well-being of your subjects, or in this case, better said, to keep the peace of society. So each and every one of us, in turn, must become the leader. Because the leader, the giant figurehead that we like to place all of our burdens on and our problems on and our solutions on, is really just a phantom. The solutions you seek in your life, you have to also create, sadly. So you can either do the ultimate thing, which is to get into no problems, or you can be the ultimate solution, which will be the ultimate solution, because the rest of reality is very, very phantom-like and is not going to respond to doing it for you. So you will become the leader that you most often feel that you need, or there will be no leader to replace that need, because no one can fulfill in you the needs that you have. And so locally, like I always say, we can double our effect by also acting locally. You can not only heal yourself and your problem and desire to have a leader, but you can also move forward and be the actual leader that you thought you were seeking, because, and even questioning whether there are leaders or the need for leaders, you're probably well advanced to the people who are still in need of the law directly, because they're so ignorant and flesh involved that initially the need for a leader is almost necessary. But the mature spirit moves on from that, and that's what we hope for all mankind, is that mankind itself matures and moves on from fleshly desires, fleshly needs, shadows, and deceptions. However, it is part of the mystery of life that we move forward through time, through deception to revelation and understanding, not knowing, ignorance to knowing. So it's hard to escape that. However, we wish for everyone to have some clarity sooner than later. And so you don't want everyone always following a leader, because very often people confuse the idea of a leader where they need guidance like a guru. And that's similar and possibly the same, but I mean, also, I mean, sometimes a leader is very often just like a discipline master, someone who's keeping you in line, which is somewhat guruish, but somewhat just kung fu-ish, which is they're keeping you in line, like away from the wine and the women or whatever it is, the temptations of life. Because let's not forget, you know, the disciplines of life will bring their own rewards, and one of them is to not need a master anymore. And so you grow up, and no longer do you need the leader in your life. You become the teacher to the people who don't get it. The end result, which moves forward for all people, is that we become, when we grow up, teachers and guardians and soldiers on the wall to protect anyone in the village of our sphere of understanding. And if you're Christ-like, then you even accept and protect the people who are angry at you and different, indifferent and different, upset, all of these things that maybe conflict, but also will ultimately, you know, if you conflict with them, end in bad, but if you can accept them and still pray for them, I guess you could say, you will encourage through leadership skills their healing rather than continued fear and loathing of, you know, what you try to bring to the community. But most people aren't really absolved, you know, or absorbed with the community, so there's very little effect in the local. Everybody's worried about the federal government and other countries and things that are almost nonsense because we can't solve them. But what we can solve is the fact that in our towns and in our families, we are as much of a stick in the mud and a ruinous presence through our own anger or whatever has caused us to be an abrasion to solution, that we cause more to go wrong, and we have to admit that to ourselves. Less is always more. And so leadership being that you follow instead of command from a high place, because you follow and you learn from the needs from the people who are in front of you, because you've got nowhere to go. And being the leader, you're just following. That you can help people, and you can sit here through the experience and take care of each other. And that's all you really can do. I've tried to express it in different ways. All you get, even if you don't have a little family, everyone around you who's friends with your family, who you grew up with, and your brothers and sisters, and your neighbors, and the people you get a little smile from here and there, like, these are the people in your neighborhood, and this is your local existence, so take care of it, and don't worry about the bigger, stranger things that are happening, because they're an expression of all the little towns not getting along themselves, not with each other, themselves. So I would say take care of each other, and the solution, think local, very local, like in your family, in your own psyche, in your mind, and the things you hate and the things you're upset about, and let them all go, let it all dissipate. You know, lead by example. One of my favorite things from the Tao Te Ching was, it says that the master does by not doing, and so essentially, if he wants something done or she wants something done, they do it themselves. And so everyone be blessed, and thank you so much.